or improve discipline, mental health, and morale among the soldiers. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Ibrahim Sarasisi, Voice of Salon Radio, um, a director for Tourist Board. As you dey talk about tourist issues, tourism sector, let me take you through. The Old Fobe College na historical site na this country. Since the refugee dem when dem bin come, that building they been born. So wetin una don do for able make that historical building continue for be a touristic site and continue for be and a site where Salon go remember generation yet unborn. Another question, sir, please.
Thank you very much. Ahmed Yusuf Toure, Care Times newspaper. Thank you very much, Mr. NPRA, Aloha, for the updates and reminds you far back 5 years ago, indeed. Just want to ask if would expect forget a lower price in formula again, and what's in your relationship with Ministry of Transport, because passengers they cry that when once fuel can go up, transportation they shoot up. But when once fuel they come down, they know they think about them as to how best transportation they come down. We up till now and they cry for that. And then Madam General Manager, thank you very much, sir. How soon do they expect a breakdown of fuel again, please? Thank you very much.
Mohammed Bandura, Capital Times newspaper. So the serious. Days ago, you did a parliament where parliament summoned you on the issue between the military and that of services secondary school. We really want to know what are the measures that we don't put in place for avoid that chaos between UNA and the school, thinking at the free quality education scheme of President Bio. And to the PRA. I want to plenty thank you for the 5 questions. Eh? Now 4? Don't go.
Mina John Kelly Mara, I the report for Daybreak newspaper and also the editor of Financial Standard. My question they go to the Chief of Defense Staff. Since the end of the 11-year civil war, the officers who fought the war, some of them be destabilized, some are lost in hand, some are lost in food, some are lost in families, and some are even become blind. So what it means to don't do for WIA in meaning wounded in action, Shojaman them. Thank you.
So we don't get the 4 sets of 5 questions, and I think for this set, now the left Nigeria and I win. So now they start. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the host, who is the Deputy Minister of Communication, Information rather. You see, the issue of Yinga is part of Sierra Leone, no doubt. I'll make that established here. But it's a land that is contested by our neighbors, who said we also lay claim to the land. So what we do, from time immemorial, we not engage, they engage. You know, they say the pen is mightier than sword. I think we don't go through on, we don't want any war again for anything also. They avoid strategic miscalculation. I call it strategic miscalculation. We have some way for handle through diplomacy, you make a common eye scatter, not in good picking. So we they engage with brothers and our brothers and when you go over, you talk the same language, same name. We they engage you, they understand, say, this is not something to fight or so people soldiers die for or people die for. Let's come on the table and discuss it. Diplomacy is a weapon greater than any other weapon on earth. I think the government, through His Excellency the President, don't start that engagement. At the grand strategic level at multilateral institutions, they come down at regional level. However, what we not do, we can this maintain, the President guide we seize them freedom. That way them they do try, they not do it again. Now we go sit down here, them pap, look at 50 meters, they see me as you do clean internet car. The neighbor, so then they don't restrain them small. And any way not to you know they die for her. We go to call the moral and conceptual components of fighting power. Morally, you only fight for something you believe in. Conceptually, you go determine the way the world or whether a doctrine correct. Physically, if you get Boko Haram, say no matter. Afghanistan, they may get over $1 trillion they spend per the armed forces. Only 75,000 Taliban can pull the whole board. So the will to fight is important than any other thing. Now that will we get. Now make we don't go closer, we don't cut it off. We don't sit down, we don't put the middle, we don't kaya. 50 meters we go then the beach, we pass and cross over, then go. Interestingly, one day around days there on the mice I put it, I no talk on the radio. But we don't restrain them so much the freedom when them get no get again. While that the Apple we don't show will for that for waiting on we own, we continue for use the diplomatic and for engage. As I say, we don't need anyone again. You ain't got to be solved by God in power. Opposite answer the Yenga question. The next one, capability and equipment. Well, I make if you watch waiting, His Excellency the President do for we, it's a lot open up and reform. You are close to the house life, you see what could happen. We are opening up and we are reforming. Trying a single service to get for protect the Australian. We are small, we've been challenged. We not bring the air and the navy together for operate as one family. Now we don't get what you call tri-service. The army, the navy, the air force to establish on their own with service chips and flag cars. Then they get their own budget line, and at the end of the day, we they use the individual capabilities, we they grow. Even the soldiers officers, the way they now, they all get hope. Nobody know the store in one place, the top door open, you know, close like I like pyramid. So that reform is key to the country's stability. Because until we reform well, and then equip we well, we're not able to deliver adequate security for Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone are the most peaceful and beautiful country on earth, my brother and sister, I tell you. If you doubt, go other country outside Sierra Leone, go see. If you work at 3 o'clock, nobody disturb if you not go bad place. We are very peaceful people. We don't want trouble. You see, so we are going to reform and set the trajectory where this country will be safe for decades to come. There's one small thing in country, I don't mind the run, we are going to stop it. The government and the president will support we, will create stability for great campaign on this country. And then discipline, mental health, yes, the soldier work now highly tense work. Most people they come out and they get dementia because the work is stressful. Now 3 law the entire away. Where you sit down and 1 law you get. Who get military law, regimental law, civil law. 1 get more time tie 3 law and it is risky. It causes stress, madam. But you need those laws because when you give somebody weapon ammunition, you for time brace and boom, let know how they work. So so that's the problem. But I'm sure say we want to say perfectly. On services secondary school, I want to make this clear. Now, we are the proprietor of all services secondary school in Freetown, Wilberforce, Juba, Benguema. Now, me are the proprietor, the governing board chairman, and Absalaf, the colonel, director of studies. How could go Paul way to now we on? I think somebody mistakenly twist that. When I make me, I don't follow the person sir, because I don't fall for cheap media one. I stay focused. What do they do in our services and Moriton? We want to take a frontage of our barracks. We know FIBA we build decent shops and they wait to my boss in the past say, na soldier barracks said. But you go build somebody in front of us as if we're not alone and not able to look after we. It's wrong. So we are changing this narrative. Make it frontage. If you go to our barracks now, we dip on tar road, we dip on bill water, we the change roof. These are the things we want. Oh, the soldiers are happy. We're not saying they're happy, no so. But somebody twist that. Go frame me, go mischaracterize me. But me as a strategic leader, I don't follow the bait. I keep quiet. I do it, I do quietly. You, if you say, Mona, the law there above all, we're in a rule of law country, no so. Can we go any sign of court? That nervousness on social media, know that attract me. So that is where we are on services. Finally, on WIA personnel, we've managed WIA personnel very well. who fought war for 11 years, one of the brutal wars in this country. I fought that war for the complete 10 out of 11 years. I know what they talk. We soldiers are wounded, some died, so we're unable to see them today. But from 2002, we have been paying WIs, wounded them. If you ask me right now, the real wounded in action don't exist again because those stop war for years. What you get now, people the way they in active service, they incapacitate themselves and they become wounded while serving. Yeah, I want clarify. I want to draw that clear line here. Let you understand. Wounded in action, not they, because we all don't know for over almost here. But people then they were incapacitated, we wound in the process of carrying out the function, we can call them wounded in action. But not wounded in action during the war. These ones we are managing, we're handling. The number don't they high, absolutely. We'd engage finance for law funding for server. I think we're on top of it, not only to wait for cause alarm. With the manager, we soldier the welfare, important pass me so because without any soldier, I'm not fit for soldier. And the way soldier feel for 10 million problem, it means I'm not fit for big general. Thank you very much.
No politics about what he is another remote today. It is clear, it is straightforward, with military terms. And a clarifier. Strategic miscalculation. This is strategic miscalculation. Where they see somebody, if you say they bitter. Locally, strategic miscalculation. Then you better. Then you do something. Even when you go sit down, you turn. Say, no, I'm not for the offense. So Yama, he calculates everything. The best approach I don't take, but he says something where not to somebody for go sit down on social media, they brag about how we military, they don't go sandwich the Guinean troop, this and that. Everybody like ego. Yeah? If you say Salome Nation, so they don't say. They're back in the arts there. That means you are explaining our own strategy to the enemy. They go to see that they don't know why they did so. Yeah? So you not go see that saying so the general say that we don't go there. They're not able to pass against us. No. Or they say they're not ready for that. No. Nobody no one die. So they have a role to play to protect the sovereignty of Sierra Leone, and they are prepared to do it. But diplomacy, in fact, the ECOWAS chairman of this country they now. The ECOWAS police boss in this country they. The ECOWAS foreign affairs minister in this country they. The ECOWAS justice in this country they. People be say this election will win and not mean nothing. But we see now the branches where they come out. Thank you very much.
So the question about the seaweed management and waiting at the strategy what we don't put in place. Of course, we all know say we don't use now to the seaweed. Since the very first time we start for see the seaweed in 2002 against tourism, sand mining. Because at the end of the day, when they will come, we're not going to get no beach again. The thing is, there is no way tourism go able for thrive, or we will say we get tourism if we not get a proper environment. The environment is key because the environment are the natural resources we God give we. So if we not manage her well, we go lost her. What about the deforestation? All that they affect tourism. All of those things now, environmental issues where they affect tourism. But you know, the question where they ask you, where you the answer, you go want, I mean, if we go get time more for talk. But anyway, we'll answer the question. So what am I saying? How do we address all NTR, the sand mining or the seaweed or which is part of all environmental issue? What till we don't do? Some of these are environmental issues, so it also need forget the environment for Carlo. We see how we're able to tap from climate change for financing for address some of the issues there. The reason we make for them tear the hamburger because now the coastal, you know, say we now the product, we beaches there, now part of tourism product. So wait till we decide for do. We don't come up with, we come with a tourism challenge where we address the very environmental issues there, where they affect with coastal beaches, where they affect, we go at the end of the day affect tourism. We ask well-meaning Sierra Leonean for let them come up with proposal, waiting will be the alternative to some of them tier what we they do, we harmful to the environment, which we go affect tourism at the end of the day. Then bring come solid proposal. Proposal, we get alternative, instead of sand mining, they go take and waiting you go do. We did that. We also talk about the waste management control, how we go do. Or we get a proposal which is well funded by young Sierra Leoneans there. And recently, we also don't put a proposal together, we therefore do with this seaweed. We all know say seaweed get economic value. It just sounds like how we go package her. So we don't put proposal which is well costed. What will they try for do now for sell all them proposal here, maybe to donors or investment, people that will then focus on environment. Let them see how they go come for funding tier where we believe say go to a very large extent, go try for solve the issues the way they face. Then we continue with public awareness education. Like what will they do so for Teluna? And quick one, somebody mentioned about, Chairman, just, Minister, just give me briefly about the Old Fuabe College. Old Fuabe College, there's some work that has been being done by government. We can get some work where we do wall bracing for try for, protect the wall and then enough for them. We try for give them stronger pillar. Some of this and try for publish some of the corner woods there. But so far, apart from, and even the side the weather rusty, apart from them small, quick fix issues the way we don't do, the MRC, they work now together with a British archaeologist for try for do a very detailed study for look at the viability of the college and how for preserver. They just can't almost say you preserve something without get the know-how of how for preserver. So something is being done. Just like a lot of things also they're being done by the ministry and its sovereign agency in terms of sites development.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, the last response will come from Mr. Kruma.
Thank you so much, my brother. For the first time, I get the least question. I'm happy for that. You asked whether if price can down, will you put them down? The government of President Julius Maada Bio is a very transparent and accountable government. Now we are reminded that all the time 5 years ago, this age, before we become authority, we don't review pump price over 4 times the record day. Pricing formula regime is very transparent. If we review them, because we get pricing component, what they affect the local pump price from the plant to the premium to the freight to the foreign exchange. Now only one day within government control is the foreign exchange. The rest are exogenous factors. Then this new act, what I tell you, this is a Kumbra Act, section 64(1), it tells you say will not allow anybody to apply the pricing formula, which will result into an overcharge. That's also consistent with section 12(2)(b). We say we mandate now for set a ceiling. Let will not allow anybody for sell above the ceiling with NPR don't set. At the moment, we have 27.4 and 27.3. Anybody sell above that, please report that matter to the authority. Now, Sierra Leone, we do a study with World Bank. Now, only Sierra Leone, with 101 countries, now only Sierra Leone will get homogeneous prices. When you go buy fair now, Lombly, you go to Kala at the same price. You go buy fair now, Kisi, you go to Kabbalah at the same price. It is not happening anywhere in the world. Price must be heterogeneous. Because you go buy fair, you go negotiate, you got your supplier, you got your freight, you got your vessel where they count your product at the port of Sierra Leone, you got your freight, you got your premium, completely different. Those variability cannot result into a homogeneous price. That's the first test. If you get different suppliers, they're not going to get different pump prices. So now we support the agency, the media, the CSO, they will continue for support. Let them pass the right message to the consumers and to the populace. Let's not give half truth. Let's not give inappropriate truth where they mislead you. Now, when for the popo, when for the table tanky, because they support, or they promote the initiative of
Thank
the
you
government.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take 3 questions. Whether they say 50-50, woman hand up 1. I they look for woman, then possibly man. You not be asked? 2, 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. Leone Fati was the Mojushala Usha Conte, and I report for Women's Voice newspaper. Mr. Bangura, Lieutenant Bangura, thank you for the good work, sir. Well, in our interview with Madam Nansu Fofana, when a woman and girl picking activist, he say, Colonial way now na brigadier, Colonial Kwame Kanu. He gets an allegation, a rape allegation, and 13 out of 16 sexual harassment report. And out of all the plea, where they don't make noise in social media and all, with media around them, then still go ahead for promote to brigadier. So my question where I will ask now, the woman them na the military still safe? And also, where they don't promote Colonial Kwame Kanu, you know think say, more perpetrators go in the military?
Mohammed Kamara, the Watch and the Humanity. Lieutenant General, if this younger issue continues to be on engagement because they are brothers, they are sisters, they are this. Our children are suffering. Our people are suffering. And we will blame you for violating the fundamental rights of even the citizens of this country. Could you now begin to say, that the right place haven't failed in all negotiations. The right place to go is the International Court of Justice for immediate arbitration, because neither the NGOs here cannot foot the bill of those children suffering in the street without no food. Neither the NGOs here cannot foot the bill of our people sleeping without food. What we want is, on behalf of my people, as a journalist, I'm appealing to you to please begin to say, we want immediate arbitration from the International Court of Justice. Enough is enough, enough is enough. Swearing is zero. We have our own sovereignty. Thank you.
Godfrina Kamara from Sky Radio. So, Mr. Bangura, how does the petroleum revenue contribute to national budget and economic development?
Mr. Kroma from National Petroleum, that question is for you, although it was misdirected. So, please, wise, any panelist now they respond, you just say your last word to the people. Yeah? You close your response with your last word to the people. We have that in, I think, 3 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the host. The first question has to do with Yenga. No, why we promote Kwame? Kwame. The army get the zero tolerance policy for fraternization, sexual exploitation, abuse, and rape. So there was an issue of alleged rape. We started to investigate this, but then the Gateway Act take supremacy over any institution of this country. Once a rape, if was subject to SLP and they carry out the investigation. So we not to the competent authority for investigating rape. One day over to SLP. Waiting me investigate the issue of fraternization. And that has to be with inappropriate placement at the wrong time. For that one, I take action administratively. For take action against the officer. But the issue of rape was beyond my authority. So SLP investigate the issue of rape, then come out that and give a conclusion that there is not too much of evidence or proof that the incident happened. And when that happened, we not get the right for hold somebody. Rape is a difficult case, especially where it takes hours and hours before it's proven. We not get the forensic instrument and now. It's a difficult thing, but this thing now is on the sense we decide for build capacity for stop that thing in the future, for stop it completely. So that we even do a lot of affirmative actions now. We enlighten the females' mind. The policies are very clear. If man says he wants, you're not a problem. But you're not going to right for us, you become all our mate. But sometimes again, I don't know, ignorance or some people they fall prey. But actually, Kwame issue was such that when we investigate them, the sanctions were for whole and for fraternization in the army, according to a policy, it falls below that sanction. And even the issue of rape was not able to be proven. And there's no reason why I go punish somebody, even though you might say you see some element of the incident, but it has to be investigated by the competent authority, the SLP, DPP for advice, go to law officers department and camp, we'll follow all that process. On the fraternization within the islands policy is very clear. One or two of you must answer that, yes, you are in relationship, and both denied. So it was difficult somehow. It was difficult. I'm open up to, if you want to come to me, I'll open up and engage you all the processes from too small. I hope that answered the question. The second one has to be with Yenga. Yes, I'm in empathy with you, complete sympathy. As a CDS face you don't hear. You know, they call them dual states. Two states go together fight for common water or land. It's what brings war. But war is a very expensive theater, very expensive enterprise. In as much as we get for office, the ultimate end is to fight. But if there's any way we can go short of that, at least let's do it. One, it is painstaking, it is the people are suffering, it's a human rights problem. But we have to package ourselves and sell our narrative well. That is why the Commander-in-Chief, who is the president now, is the chairman, authority of head of state and government of ECOWAS. The first platform for reporting the case through the ICJ as they talk. We are getting the ECOWAS delegation headed by the president of Guinea-Bissau, Mbaro Sissogo, is coming here very soon. So the actions are being taken diplomatically, for which the president is absolutely in charge. He's taking the action, is providing the military direction for us to take. We want to avoid any minor error with the great problem, yeah? And then finally, for ECOWAS, yes, for all my colleagues and chief of the senior staff that West Africa, I'm the chairman for this period, we're each in a chairman. So I'm using that space to navigate, to be able to tilt the trending issues, and therefore make them become attractable, one, not only for solve the Inga problem, but for address the threat the way they permit this sub-region. It's my humans, common sense and they make book, common sense and they change institution, common sense and they make money. If you see another other way, tell me I want to know. So on this note from Buddha, I tell you, I think I'll be most delighted for Kai face on any other time. I'm your CDS, not feel for approachments I go, I'm approachable. Thank you very much.
So I don't think say I get any question for answer, but they expect the gentleman that will ask me question for use the opportunity for ask. But all they say, let me use this platform for talk to all me company Sierra Leoneans them. We don't come a long way with tourism. When I see the kind way where tourism build momentum in the past 5 years to date, when I see. And I want for when I know say, we get data for who say, we now get international tour operators them where they help for most asylum. UK number we get 7 where the package asylum where the same group. Quite recently we get from North America G Adventures them. We don't get behind them from 2019. And I want to make you always say G Adventure, if they are not even the #1 global tour operator, then they're inside the first 3. They don't get interest in salon, they don't can do farm trip. Then say for a come now, June they see the ways. But we tell them, we find a way around it. So, and then they begin send group na salon November. What do me want say? If we want let tourism go before, if we indeed say tourism business, now all man business, do ya not we manage we waste. We also they plead to city council, do ya if they're able for agree them big truck dustbin truck for help them people in the community or the one then at the peninsula who said them going to deposit them waste so that they can't take them. They will get people that they can collect them. We also want to encourage good meaning Soriat people that we partners there. Do ya we need support. We need logistical support in terms of rain gears for we field workers them. We need una for camp. All man they gonna that beach day. And I can see walking don't clean down. Sunday they go exercise. All man they go exercise. When them drink water, they drop her and they are dustbin all around Lumley Beach. Plus, you know, just see and say it's very difficult for let it walk to the dustbin and drop in waste. Please, when Allah we stop them practices, then Lord will not support to it because we say we the tourism people and say tourism business now all man business. Thank you.
Mr. Kuma.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The young lady, beautiful lady from Sky Radio, you asked about the petroleum revenue contribution to the economy. I want to say this commodity, it touch the life of every citizen. It also touch the activities of all sectors, including tourism, including security, including education, including transportation, would it touch the lives of every sector. Also, would it help the Ministry of Finance for improve on their fiscal space through the contribution of our revenue. We also contribute to road maintenance fund. In fact, now this is the largest contribution for the able repair and maintenance those roads, those feeder roads. We also support to our feed salon agenda. They'll get access to the market. The sector in contribution will also lead to free quality education support. We also promote social welfare, access to the market, because our revenue is predictable and very reliable to the Ministry of Finance. I want to take this message home, please, my colleagues and the media, for say, will help me for push. We don't get cabinet conclusion in 2022 December for let we get an outlet in the sector. The entire petroleum sector in Sierra Leone, the entire world, now we no more government get any oil company. So we don't get paper on that. When a Sierra Leone petroleum company would help me for promote that. Because Ghana get gold, Guinea gets Sonap, Burkina Faso gets Sunabi, let us get oil, let us find at the hands of few players in the interest of Sierra Leoneans. Then anybody who get interest, you go meet up, you go meet the media team. Let us see the current fair price now West Africa. We see 30 leons, we see 29 leons, we see 28 leons. The media team will share this, we get interest so that it will help now for say this government they don't do well and for open the market and the prices are moving down because of our policy. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much to everybody. And the purpose for which we bring the people there for interface with UNA, now for let ensure the correct message meet with people. Some questions what they ask, not because we don't know the answers, now because we want to give opportunity to other people for land. Now we don't see President Bio elect one as ECOWAS chairman. The benefits, how did they download? How will they go now so they download? Next year, we'll be there in a meeting where they tell us next year, ECOWAS conference, na Salon de Hosta. By the grace of God, Lord, all get long life, everybody. Let us see some of these things. A fine for criticize, but we all, Salon big pass, we all. Now we put Salon before, and now we all put hands together for push Salon go before. Now it go good for me and you. Yenga is very key, now people then they but now we allow the diplomatic route. Now we engage her. We no one lost anybody again. Tourism, if we for attract tourism, now we change our attitude in waste management. That is the message. Opportunities that are available in that sector. And the ministry and the sector, they do very well for attract tourism. But by our attitude, we can dampen all the efforts we make. The Director General don't challenge we. And me say I know, even in America and other places, fuel station price is different. Pump price is different by station. The same fuel where they burn the price where they pay na free on. We say all fuel they come on. Now they pay na Kailan. Where that person don't come miles away for come buy na. That is a fact. Now you make all the questions what be they expect. I mean they expect NPRA for really there on the spotlight. But when it talk the reality, very minimal questions now you get. To this end, we say plenty thank you to everybody, and I will continue for Kenya, and the purpose for Kenya and for carry the correct message. I thank everybody. God bless all.